matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life.
Hey, I am Gloom, and I enjoy talking about shit.
You might be giving yourself credit for it. If you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging.
Darkwood, the remarkable horror survival game developed by Acid Wizard Studio. It made its full release on August 17th of 2017 from its early release in July 24th, 2014. But to merely mention the fact that it is a horror survival would be an immense disservice to its name. The survival horror genre is definitely crowded with incredible titles such as Alien Isolation, Resident Evil, The Forest, Amnesia, Outlast, Until Dawn, the Dead Space trilogy, the BioShock trilogy, Stalker, and even the iconic Five Nights at Freddy's and its numerous inspired creations. However, Darkwood deviates from the conventional norm and takes a different approach that sets it apart from its genre. Unlike the familiar third-person perspective of many horror games, Darkwood embraces a top-down viewpoint with a cone vision, adding a unique twist on its gameplay. Despite seeing much of the environment, the game uses this cone to flood color into the world, and anything else like around you gives this really dead gray that you can't really see anything else that's going on unless you have the cone in front of you. It has this distinctive focus on creating an immense atmosphere, portraying dark and intriguing characters, and introducing this captivating lore item that enrich the overall experience, similar to Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Demon Souls. But the true beauty of Darkwood lies in its ability to tell haunting tales as you explore its cold, dark world, much like Dark Souls. Every step through its eerie woods and decrepit buildings unravels this story, subtly weaving its narrative into your squishy little brain. Conversing with the game's inhabitants adds such a thick, immersive layer. I can't stress this enough how great it is. These characters are amazing, allowing you to witness the consequences of your choices firsthand, and aligning with certain characters can lead to detrimental outcomes for the others. Having this invisible moral compass that I've grown to love from games like Infamous and/or Skyrim. On the other hand of immersion, they associate themselves in the survival genre, except it doesn't use the typical hunger system and thirst system that has become so overwhelmingly popular amongst the semi-open world survival games. Instead, Darkwood's survival elements lie more with the previously listed games such as Dead Space, BioShock, Alien Isolation, and Outlast. The link that ties these games to familiarity is the resource management that it presents so nicely in its tutorial, but on the other side of the coin, there is no hand-holding when it throws you into its world. Let me explain. This world will cycle between a few sandbox areas with a cycle of points of interest that are randomly placed every save. You have a safe house similar to Resident Evil where you will return to every night to avoid the shroud of black that is night. Though during the day you will retrieve essential items such as nails, wood, and gasoline. The game plays on the survival game trope that nighttime is dangerous and you will want to stay inside. Though something that has always bothered me in those games is your base is almost never challenged. You know, think of Minecraft where you could block off mobs by simply closing your front door. In Darkwood, every night becomes considerably harder to survive as enemies will steadily increase every dawn. Gasoline is a finite resource, and moving on to every safe house also means your progression through its content and story. Your safe house is where you will store most of your items as your inventory is relatively small, though upgrades are available. You will also craft more intricate items here with your crafting table, which upgrades as time passes, and the gasoline will power the lamp inside your house that keeps you safe from the dark and gives you vision of the monsters prying their way inside. Nails and wooden planks will board up your windows and doorways, though there is more depth to be had here. Bear traps will hold enemies in place long enough to hit them relentlessly as they try to pry open the claws of the bear trap. You can add chains to these as well to keep the monsters stationary after they do pry it open in the corner of a room. Weapons also progressively get better, from wooden boards full of nails to pistols cobbled together by a simple frame to full-on actual shotgun. Darkwood so far is so much fun, unforgiving, and a horrifying game. I really recommend this game, and I'm still trying to complete it to this day as I'm recording this, but I really wanted to talk about it. Well, if you made it this far, thank you for supporting the video and me. If you want to have a conversation about this, comment down below or follow my Instagram. It is the same thing as my YouTube. Again, I am Gloom, and I enjoy talking about shit.